Did you ever have a chance to meet Epstein?
No, I did not know him.
Okay. And with Epstein, you hear stories with him, with the people that went to what do you call this? The Epstein Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think happened there? And what do you think is going on right now? You're saying that one of the reasons why you don't believe Epstein's list is going to come out because some of them may have been Trump's friends.
Well, not just Trump or the Clintons or anyone that's in office. But I will say the difference between the two entities, Diddy and Epstein, are you're talking about super, super powerful political figures internationally from, there's rumors of Trudeau, there's rumors of, these are presidents, premiers, prime ministers. These are very, very ex-presidents. So, and we're also, there's something to be said. So if I show you, let's say me, okay, and I'm, Tom Cruise size, I'm a huge A-list actor, and you show me having a gay relationship that's on film, me having sex with some other man. Now, again, as a leading man, is that going to be damaging the box office? Is that going to hurt my credentials? Is that going to say anything about the children that I had? And what's that going to do to me? But again, if you denied it and said that it didn't happen, then it comes out and they show videotape of it. I guarantee that thing sells off the chain. People want to see that. But that's way different than saying that you had sex with an underage boy or girl. That's illegal. Okay, so what happened on Epstein's Island, the things that are rumored to have there are underage girls, really young too, like 12, like young girls that are testifying now, I was there, I had sex with this. Those are illegal activities. And also America, even as wild as we can be here, and let's go to Vegas, with the wildest of the wild, they don't accept that behavior. That's going to be one that's going to be a tough one to outrun that bullet. So the Epstein stuff, I think, is far more serious than getting your freak on it with Diddy and doing the things that they did over there. Unless there's underage people involved in that. I think that's a different category.
Do you know, without naming names, do you know specifically people that were on that island who are, who you spent time with or you know in Hollywood?
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
And have you heard vivid stories of what took place on that island?
I have been with people that I have told me again. Like Hollywood isn't a place that people shoot their mouths off and tell things that aren't true. But I know people that have told me either secondhand or that they themselves had been there. And remember too, I don't think that everyone went there knowing what was going to happen. I think people went there going, oh, we're going to this great island. This guy Epstein's doing a movie or whatever. They get there and they go, oh, she's beautiful. Yeah, she's kind of interested in you. And I'm paraphrasing. She's kind of interested in you. If you want to go get a massage, well, she looks very young. And so if you had any conscience, you would say, yeah, no, I'm not doing that, or no, I'm married, or no, I'm, or whatever the reason was. Then when the girl gets in there, let's say you're even stupid enough to go in the room, and the girl goes, I'm 14. You should get up and walk out of the room. She might have been all dressed up, and you thought she was 20, and you thought you were going to have a fling. Once you found that out, because that's part of the allure of it, that you want to be with an underage girl or an underage boy. Once you found that out, now if you stay in the room, you've asked for trouble, and you're about to get trouble because he had a camera hidden in the room, and he has all kinds of videos, supposedly, of those events. Now, what does that look like if that came out 8 years ago and Hillary Clinton's husband was involved? What does that look like if Donald Trump was involved? What does that look like if Tim Walz was? Again, you could shape the direction of a country based on having the wrong person in one of those videos. And I believe those types of influential people are involved in those, which is why you probably will never see them, because they will do everything. Look at when they raided Diddy's house. Do you ever see the footage of them walking out with the raid? They got like 2 boxes about this big. That was it. That was the whole raid, was to take those 2 boxes? Or was that whole raid to keep Sean Combs in the news because a lot of other stuff was going on at that time? Yeah, look, that was it. That was what you came with, National Guardsmen and SWAT guys with the 2 sons walking out with their hands up, and for that whole giant estate, which is like 4 homes. And I don't know, something doesn't match up about it. Something just doesn't match up about it.
You're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but the last 13 and a half years, I've been working on my first fiction book to write, ever. Fiction book to write. And while I finished this book, a year ago, I got the strangest phone call about one of the characters in the book where the guy wanted to meet with me, and he read the book. And afterwards, it's like, wait a minute, am I the villain in the book? This is a story about a character named Asher, who is half Armenian, half Assyrian, whose father was involved in the Iranian Revolution, linked to Savak working with the Shah, that they escape and he gets recruited to a secret society. Well, when you go to the secret society, it's been around for a couple thousand years. They've developed some of the craziest leaders of all time. And they test you. There's unique tests that they have at the society where they test to see your emotional mental toughness. One of the tests that they have is very rigorous. It's purely mental. Of course, there's a physical one, but one is mental and emotional. If you're Armenian, if you're Syrian, if you're Persian, this is a book you're going to be reading and saying, holy moly, this is the kind of stuff you talk about in here? Yes. If you're somebody that's fascinated by history, this is a book for you. Characters. There's a technology that this society, secret society, builds where you go into a vault. I won't spoil it for you. When you go down, they have a technology where you get to sit down and watch and have a 3-4 hour conversation with Tupac. You can set up a debate between Karl Marx and Ayn Rand. Karl Marx is in the book, who wrote Communist Manifesto. Ayn Rand, who wrote Atlas Shrugged, is in the book. Marilyn Monroe explains the concept of seduction and sex in the book. When you read the book, it's about development of the next leaders in the world and how they do it and how they've been doing it for many years. And it's also about how to prevent the end of civilization and how this organization goes about doing it. So, I've never written a parenting book before, but if I ever wrote a parenting book, this is the closest thing to it because it's all mindset, a lot of crazy stories. Again, 13 and a half years. Trust me, I told myself I will not publish this book until I sell my insurance company and I'm fully disconnected from it, where it's no longer my responsibility 100%. When you read this, if you're a creative person, if you like fiction books, if you enjoyed Atlas Shrugged, or if you enjoy Divergent, if you like books like that, I think you're gonna enjoy reading this book. It's the creative side. Business books is very easy. Here's how you do it. Here's how this how it works. This is very creative. If you haven't placed the order yet, now you can order it on Simon & Schuster, Amazon. I'm gonna put the link up below somewhere here, maybe even in my profile. Go order the book and read it. I've never written a book where I can't wait to read your reviews to see what you think about this book. So I'm going on this wild journey and we have some plans with this book here. If you support the things that I work on, I would appreciate you going and reading the book, order the book on Amazon, and then post a review. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.